KL. Sabrina has agreed to be my model for this, and we are talking about everything that is related to the water system. So Sabrina is 5'11". As you can see, she is close to that light up there, but she is also standing on a bamboo board. So if you remove that, you'll get maybe another inch out of that shower. But at 5'11", she's actually 6 foot. She just doesn't like to say that she's 6 foot.
I'm 71 inches tall.
But she fits. It is a little snug with her arms and everything, but we've had a lot of questions about the water system, showering, how everything works. We got a pretty cool system back here, and I'm not gonna go over that as well, but starting in the back, so show them the sink, I guess, how the sink works.
The sink actually flips down from above the toilet, so it is a wet bath, obviously. Sink flips down from above the toilet. There's this strap to hold it. Normal type faucet. Water. We keep our soap container in here and our bar soap in here too, just because it seemed like an easy place to put it.
And I will say, leave that down for 1 second, okay, because I wanted to say, hey Linwood, it's good to see you here. One thing I did want to point out to this is a really clever design. I like the design. I wish that this was on an extension. I wish it could come out to maybe here, because show them, like, well, Sabrina has really long arms, but you kind of reach in. And I wish that just came out just a little bit further, is my only complaint about this.
The actual top of the faucet?
Yeah, if it had like a little extension to it somehow, could extend, I think that would be great.
More into the bowl.
More into the bowl. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
So that's that. So to shower, I'm going to put this away. Well, I'm not actually going to shower here, guys, but we have been using the shower. And then, obviously, the faucet is here. A little oxygenic shower head here. Controls over here for it. Looks pretty residential-like, Moen. Pretty residential looking.
Yep. And you do have a water pump switch right here under the vanity. So when you're ready to, and a light switch there. So when you are ready to shower, you just click on your water pump. There's another step that you can add, but that I'll be showing you later. You're going to take this curtain.
Back on the hook because I had taken it off. Just has little tiny hooks here.
And that's just going to spin all the way around. It's going to make like a U shape. So you'll, even with it closed all the way up, you're still going to see the mirror, which Sabrina thinks is kind of weird.
It's weird to be in the shower and be staring at yourself in the shower.
I think it's kind of sexy.
Oh,
so it's going to be hard to show on camera, just space-wise, but you get the idea. You are kind of shoulder to shoulder with the curtain. How does water fill work out? All right, so Linwood, I am going to show that because that is another one of my little complaints. So you got the toilet. It's a foot flush, and then porcelain. You know, it's a real toilet. You also have a little spigot here to clean out the toilet when you're done. Coming over here, Linwood, this is what you just asked me. So if you were at a campground and you got full hookups, I'm going to remove this. This is an outdoor shower as well. And it's not an outdoor sprayer. The way you can tell the difference is because it does have a hot and a cold. So if you're looking at an RV and it only has one dial on it, it's just an outdoor sprayer. It's not temperature controlled. This has hot and cold, making it a true outdoor shower. And there is a rod system here that you can hook up to the door, to the doors. Maybe it's up there. We haven't done it ourselves yet, so I don't know. But
an outdoor shower.
I'm not. We're not 100% sure how that works, but you can shower outside with it. But coming back down to this, so this here shows you if. So we're out here dry camping right now. While you're dry camping, this is the configuration that you would put all these dials in. When you first look at this, it looks confusing, but I got to say Winnebago did a really nice job here to make it easy. If we were on city water, you would turn this dial to this diagram here. If you were winterizing, you're turning the dials to this, and sanitizing. You know, it's a very easy picture and shows you what you're supposed to do. When you're filling your fresh water tank, you're going to hook up to here and put it on, I don't know why it's called power fill tank. It could just be called fill tank. Set these dials to this configuration and you fill up your fresh water tank. If you're on city water, then you're going to use this one right here And this is where the problem comes for me. For you to be hooked up to city water at a campground and use your full hookups, you have to have these doors open. For van life people, that's probably not a big deal. But for Sabrina and I, coming from Class A life, we're used to full hookups and campgrounds. We have noticed that we've only been to one campground so far on this trip in the last 5 days.
Without hookups.
And that campground did not have hookups. So in the last 5 days or 6 days, we have not had full hookups. So it hasn't honestly come into play for us yet. But if we were at a campground with full hookups, you can't really take advantage of the full hookup experience as far as all of your fresh water coming into the coach. And I hope this will be my feedback to Winnebago, is that I hope that they can do something. I even thought maybe a little access door here going right through this door. You know, it's a little latch. You open it up. Maybe it's got a rubber gasket in there. You feed a hose through there. Or it's not even a door that goes all the way through. Maybe it has a nozzle on this side. So it would just be a short 4-foot hose from here to here. And then you plug in another hose on the outside. I think that would work just as well. Long enough to open the door fully and never get it like tangled up or anything like that. So I believe that's all the water system back here. But I did want to take you inside the coach because Winnebago did add another nice feature. Here's Belle outside enjoying the outdoors. So coming in here, we have what's called a eco hot system. And this is pretty cool because we only have 12 gallons black tank, 12-gallon gray tank, and an 18-gallon fresh water tank. What this does is you turn your water pump on, then you turn this to preheat, and it cycles water throughout all of your plumbing in the RV. And what that's going to do is, if it's going to let you get all the water hot so that when you turn this dial or the shower in the back to hot and turn it on, your water is going to be hot within a few seconds rather than a few
It
minutes.
definitely makes a difference because I noticed when we didn't turn it on, it took a while for the water to actually get hot. And if you only have 18 gallons of water, you don't want to be losing that precious water. And it made a big difference. It made a big difference.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You only have 18 gallons of fresh water. You want to make sure you get every gallon out of that tank. So by using that preheat system, I think it makes a difference. I think it's been worth it.
It was definitely noticeable. Sorry.
Yeah.
The bugs are special.
The other nice feature that's in this coach is the Truma system. So this is how we are heating all of our water. It's really easy to use. You just turn to this little temperature gauge here. You click it. I'll turn my LP on so it doesn't error out. It's off right now. You have an eco mode. So that would just be for a mild temperature. You have hot, which is what we've been using to shower with. And then you also have boost, which is supposed to be really hot. And that's actually what they recommend for showering, but we haven't used boost. The hottest we've ever set it is hot. We have, if you come over here, we have a quarter tank of LP. That's what we left with. We're on 5 days and we still have a quarter tank of LP. This thing is barely using any propane. But you also, Truma actually takes it one step further. You could go to, I'll set it to hot. This is your bottle up here. This is showing that you're using propane. You click this button and you can do gas. You can do a mix, which is gas and electric. You can do gas with a mix too, which is extra electric power. I'm not sure on the specs, but that's more electric than gas. Or you can do electric only, and then electric still only, but more power coming out if you were plugged into like a campground. I believe you can also do it off the Volta system, since this does have the Volta system. It makes the coach believe that we are plugged into 30 amps. So you could use electric, but I bet you it probably drains a decent amount. It probably uses a decent amount of wattage. Well, we're live. Let's see what happens. just real quick, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. So off. I'm gonna go to here. I'm gonna go to electric. We'll just do electric 1. And we should be able to see that Volta system start pulling some power. Hey, Russo's. So it's not pulling a ton of power, actually. Well, all right. So now it's ramping up. 500 watts, 530, 572. Here, we'll talk to Sabrina for a minute while that's going up. So what do you think of the Truma system? Pros, cons to the Truma system?
I think it works really well. It works really well. I don't like cold showers, like not even lukewarm showers. And I think it's worked really well as far as heating up the water. And I've had enough water to take a shower in here. Of course, I'm not taking long, luxurious showers, but I've had enough hot water, and it works pretty quickly. We just turn it on as soon as we wake up, and then by the time we're ready to go in the shower, it's ready.
Okay, so I'm coming back up here. So according to the Volta system, you're seeing 1,000 watts, but that means the Truma system's pulling under 1,000 watts to start heating that water. But I bet you on electric, it would take every little bit of 25 to 30 minutes to warm up that tank.
Probably.
So, all right, guys. Well, I think that's it. Belle's starting to whine and cry. I think she's ready for this live video to end. So take care, everybody. Safe travels. I'll show you our little messy RV that we got going on in here, and we will catch you next time.